Welcome to Just Us Friends. And our Compassion Works for All videos, some of which are meditation videos, and some are to look at some issues in life and help make them a little clearer or a little easier to get through. Many of our videos are requests from people who are our good friends who watch all our videos and sometimes suggest what would be helpful for them. And this video is one of those requests by a friend who has lost her husband. And many of you I know have lost husbands and partners, children, animals, pets, loved ones, and it's always hard. It's not easy for anyone, and yet especially for life partners and our children. The time passes and it doesn't grow easier. The pain is still there, and many slip into depression and almost an immobility. So sometimes what is normal grief and the normal emotions of loss turns into a depression. At this point, for sure, it's helpful to go and seek counseling or maybe even medication to get through something that seems to be a lot deeper and debilitating. And yet for each of us, loss is unique. Our path is our own. And we can't judge how we go through the process compared to others. Each of us has to find our own way. And yet at the same time, not to be frightened of the emotions that arise or to feel in any way that sadness or even laughter or joy or melancholy or great fear and anxiety. Let it all be reflections of the enormity of a profound relationship and what it is to let go. One thing that helps many people is that sense of knowing that in whatever way we each experience, our connection to the one who has left our physical reality is to have vehicles and much more subtle ways of knowing that their energy and love is still with us. And we don't need to go into a place that seems too far out or mystical, but in whatever way it feels right for you spiritually and emotionally, know that everyone is with us forevermore. Whether it's with us in the sky, or the water, or the trees, or in those familiar objects we've always shared with them, to know that all is like a container for their energy, And we can recognize them in that space in a way that stays connected to us. Some people will say, oh, you're clinging and you have to let go. Listen only to your heart and your sense of what you need and what's right for you. If having a special memory that you can play back in your mind's eye, or a special object near you, or to sit and gaze into the sky and remember their face and their words. And if you find that comforting, let that be with you for as long as that feels like your powerful connection to them. It's all right. Listen to your heart. Listen to your wisdom. Honor all that you share with that loved one that will be with you for the rest of your life and never leave you. Take your time. Let that new connection, that new way of integrating them into your life, be that path of relationship that you will share from now on. If you find yourself slipping into a place of obsession or depression, or not going on with your life and developing new focus and putting that energy out in new ways, then it's helpful to set a little time limit and say, I'll spend 30 minutes in my meditation on my love in the sky, or I will spend 10 minutes remembering as I go through this photograph album and seeing their picture. And then I'll get up and do something really healthy for myself, like going for a walk or fixing a healthy meal. Remember, too, that the more you give your energy to others, the more that will come back and nurture you. So activities where you're volunteering or doing something to help someone else is a very good thing, to know that all that that loved one gave to you to help you grow and become who you are today is also going into those activities and those gifts to others. Feel all the ways that their energy lives through you now as benefit to others. Take your time and know who you are today is because of who they have been for you. Life transforms. Life takes all the energies that have fueled you and allowed you to become, and that have integrated into you all that that other gave to you. And that continuous flow of the river continues now, even though their form is not palpable in the same way. It is still present, it is still alive, it is more subtle, and it is always sacred in there for you to feel at one with. Let this evolve, as it will be a lifelong process.